What's happening? Jumping straight right into it. Listen, I was talking to one of the sergeants that I work with today, right? And I was telling her the actual job that I did prior to the job that I'm in now. Uh, what we did, we actually did fit outs, and we'll put together a workstation, but we also had to see what classifications that they needed to connect to, what connections they need. We had to run to the fiber cable. We had to go to uh, the actual data centers and the mainframes and all that. You know what I'm saying? Just to connect the different classes. Without getting too technical. But yeah, she was like, "Wow, isn't that something that like when you actually get out, like you can make money, a lot of money for it?" And I was like, "I mean, yeah." And I got to the barracks and I was just thinking, I was like, I could literally work for somebody for the rest of my life. I mean, that's not an issue. That's not a problem. I can work for another company for the rest of my life. That's not hard to do. But do I want to? And I don't know if you're asking yourself that question. Because if you're ever questioning, can you get this job, or can you do this type of work, or can you work? I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. You can work for the rest of your life. That you shouldn't question it. You can work for the rest of your life. The question comes, is that what you want? Is that something that you actually want to do? Do you want to work for a company? Dedicate all of your hours just to a job that's just employment? Oh, hey, if I'm getting 100,000, nobody. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna shit on 100,000. 100,000 is something. I don't care what nobody's. It may not be what it was in the 90s. Okay, cool. But for those who are not making 100,000, I promise you, if you bump their ass up to 100,000, they would hopefully be able to do more, be more grateful, whatever, however you want to put that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're making 200,000, of course 100,000 isn't nothing. All right, it's all about perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, but let's just say for $200,000, are you just willing to? Because these are hours of your life that we're talking about. Hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. Now, for a time, okay, you doing what you got to do. But for the rest of your life, even people who making that money and have the mindset, is this what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life until I retire? That's what the mindset is. Now I know people that's working on a second retirement. I don't know but I heard a story about a guy. He was working on his second retirement actually, and by like it was a month or two before his second retirement, he died. I mean, that's just a story, but nevertheless, I know people who have retired and they're enjoying life now, but they think they could have done a lot during that time. I'm not against anybody dedicating 20 years of their life to a company and then retiring from that company and collecting a portion of their check for the rest of their life. I'm not opposed to it. But is that what you want? Because I do see a lot of potential and a lot of people who have ambition and a lot of knowledge and a lot of wherewithal. They actually settling. They actually are shying away from the information and the knowledge to do better. They're leaning on comfort, which is fine. But is that what you want? Do not categorize yourself in any other category except for you. This man, this woman, this group of people, these kids, all have their own situations. And they all have their wants and desires. But if you can't establish what yours are, then what are we doing? I'm here to thrive. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. It's Kristopher Worldwide. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.